Greetings there, my archivists. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Going Medieval. Episode 21, Library, Part 2. Even though barn's not a designation, technically we have like a barn area, pasture or whatever. There's nothing to eat, though. Because I'm a terrible rancher. There's just stuff in a trough. Best I could do. Oh, speaking of stuff in a trough, we don't even have a lot of stuff to put in that trough. I need to cut some grass. Which, there is, like, none. So I'll probably have to dip into our cabbage supply and make animal fodder. If I run out of grasses. Because I don't even see a lot of, like, hay grass here. There's, like, shrubs, but I don't see wild grass. Which is nuts. You get a little bit of hay harvesting barley, I guess. So it's a byproduct. They're avoiding Princess's bedroom. No. To be fair, it's because it's a sheer wall, and also it's not mossy anymore. It cleaned up. She scrubbed it. Good. Yeah, there's because of the fauna. There's like no wild grass out here anymore. Replacing the ground with soil would make it grazable. True. Oh, here's some tall grass. Let me double click that. And there's like one here. One here. There's like 2 patches of tall grass on the map. It's one of the challenges of living in the mountains is nothing to graze on. I guess there's tall grass here, but that's annoying to get to. I even warned on the YouTube poll of like, living in the mountain means not really any pastures. And this is case in point. It's like there's almost no food source for them naturally. So I'll keep an eye on the troughs to make sure they're topped up, but I might have to make animal feed for them, which is fine because I've got 350 beets, 320 cabbages, 160 carrots. There's enough animal feed if things get grim. Nice. The eastern supports are ready to go. Are you building the supports through the floor? Oh, no, you're working the blacksmith. You're making trap parts. For a second, I was like, that's a level of magic I didn't think they were capable of. Constructing through floors. So that will be the initial dimensions of the library, which is the same as the Great Hall. How are you still... What is wrong with you? Oh, you're wearing flimsy clothing. Okay, that's fair. Why are you wearing flimsy clothing? You're set to nice clothing. Let me double check what nice clothes is. Because last I checked, it's 55 up, sturdy up. So if you're wearing bad clothing, that's just you. There's good clothing. I'm staring at good clothing right there. You are complaining about something that is very solvable if you had a brain. If only. Maybe you should go see the Wizard of Oz, because apparently that's the only hope you have. Oh, we're getting attacked. They just want to kill us. Okay, cool. Oh, that's too bad. You don't really have ranged. Rip your raid. You're gonna die. Tragically. You didn't even come with a battering ram? You guys are as smart as GMT is petty. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who wants to shoot some idiots? And I'll leave Rager to just keep mining. As long as he doesn't go open the door. Oh, you know what? I don't trust Zinlin. I have a feeling that Zinlin is going to do some Zinlin things. So Rager, go lock the door so Zinlin can't, you know, welcome the bad men in. I saw you chatting, Zinlin, that you were going to open doors all at the wrong time. Oh, look at you! You just went for the door! I just saw you! You just tried to race Rager there. Alright, confirming everyone's inside? Yeah, everyone's inside. Dear Lord. I joke, but like, seriously. You did attempt it, I saw, with my own two. Come on. So this, to become a library, and I know there's like raiders outside, but they're gonna get murdered. We need 2 wall bookshelves or bookshelves. We're gonna have plenty of bookshelves, but I'm gonna put wall bookshelves right in the entryway. Here. Oh, they're Heresy of the Rose. So these guys are the a faction that we don't need to be hostile to necessarily. It's just they got all pissy and we got stabby, I guess is the weirdest way to explain it. Alright, they're going for this left door, so let's reposition and just dump arrows down on their face before they break a door. Bye-bye, Harold. Mary, Queen of the Scots, you're dead too. Henrik. Also dead. That seems more like a noise than a name. You're dead too. Or no, the person you were standing next to is dead. Now you're dead. I like how we're standing on the door. The one issue that I see with that, standing on the door, is if they manage to destroy the door, we fall, they stab. Very, very bad. We want to avoid that, actually. That's, like, not a valid spot to stand. They all died, and they did nothing. I know I was gloating how easy that would be, but, like, seriously. Stupid easy. If you don't show up with bows to a bow fight, it's like showing up with a knife to a gunfight. Like, just don't. Oh, don't make me clean up your dead bodies. Yeah, you're gonna bleed out there, aren't you? One hit point left. Oh, no, you're healing. Good for you. I feel like that's not even a name. It's like what an alien... His name is Dearmod Mortmain. It's like what an alien would call themselves. Greetings, human. I am Dearmod Mortmain. Yes, that was my given name at birth. The other one was... Oh, yeah, Picard? I know Picard. You don't resemble the one I like. Okay, Doggy Slaughter. That's not a real dog, it's a goat named Dog. So I'm starting to call my animals because I have very little animal fodder and way too many animals. So I'm going to keep the sheep, Butterfly and Firefly, and then I'm going to call a lot of the goats, because what the hell? We have so many goats. The originals were Luna and Vargo, so let's keep Vargo and Luna, because they were the OG, I think, right? Because then I named them Largo or Vuna or whatever. So keep the originals, we'll keep the sheep, but everything else must go. Has anyone died? So I did save some scum once, because I was big stupid. Which would have gotten people killed. Basically, right as a raid showed up, I built an accidental bridge and gave them access to the base. Again, big stupid. But apart from that, we did have one person die, which is Scandia Churchill. And I decided not to save scum that because I lost her fair and square. It wasn't me being extraordinarily stupid. And now this is Church Hill. This is the name of our hill. Church Hill with apple trees. Can I plant grass? I don't think so. The closest you could do to that is like barley, which turns into grass, but I don't think there's grass. Just barley. So like I could put barley up here and then not harvest it. To see if it spreads. Yeah, barley becomes grain and hay. Yeah, exactly. For bread and fodder. So barley is the only grass I think you can sow. Which is fine. I mean, it works. Our entire mountain is a church. You're right. That's true. And beer, yes, if we had brewing. We are a little far out from having the research books. So who's left? Some young goats and some sheep. So I'm keeping the sheep for wool so that we stay warm, and then keeping the cow, keeping the original goats. We're leaving a bunch of goat carcasses out here, though. That's not cool. And there's even space. So, like, what the hell? Do you like my timer up there? It doesn't even know what to do. Going backwards. You guys were generous, so I just kept going. You only have yourself to blame. Cheers. Oh. I think a wolf stepped on the trap and died? At least that's what it looks like. Also... No, maybe they were dead the whole time. I don't recall shooting someone that far away, but... I think it's likely that that was the case. Dog. Yeah, let's keep training. You're not very well trained. Ooh, that's a high damage sword. You have to give up shields for that, but pretty spicy looking thing. So the library is about half excavated, and then once it's built, or once it's excavated, we'll put flooring down and start moving all the research tables in there. Yeah, they've definitely added a lot to the game since last I played, for sure. It's pretty feature deep now. There's a lot to do. And if you care about the aesthetics, I mean, I would say that's the big thing. There's not a lot to do if you don't like castle building, right? Like, if you're into the game for, like, a lot of game mechanic-y things, there's a finite list of stuff that you're going to be able to do. But if you're like, oh, I want to make, like, some mega keep, then you're in luck, because there is a lot of mega keep building. If that tickles your fancy. And I like it, so, you know. I kind of like the whole build yourself something awesome. Make it look fancy. And be proud of your works. Wow. We are so not hauling our food. Oh, because there's no room. I am going to have to... Well, alright. One way to make room is... Where's our kitchen? I can create animal feed. Do until we have, let's say, 200. And make it a cabbage and beet, because we have a lot of cabbage and beets. That should help with the space. But I need to make a bigger larder, because we're out of space here. It'll be very easy to make it bigger. Another merchant caravan. Cool. Please ignore all the corpses out front. They got themselves killed. I didn't do it. Yeah, we're originally going to make another raw food area into the pantry. We just never got around to it. Off of here. But I think just making the main one larger makes more sense. That way we only have one room to ice, not two. I could do either. I mean, I could go either way. I don't think it makes much sense to have two different freezers. Ooh, I'm out of wood. Wood is, or trees rather, is one of those things that like you can farm. You can absolutely set up farming for. Speaking of which, let's make sure that we're not cutting down. Don't cut our apple trees, please. Just occurred to me that I've never done that. Harvest the apples, but don't cut the trees down. It's actually a pretty cluster of oak trees on the top too. And then we have field maples as well. But yeah, we need to cut down some more trees. Some out of wood. But what I was saying is you can have tree nurseries and it makes for a pretty good, easily renewable source of trees if you just plant like 10 of each tree and make sure to only cut it when it was mature or whatever. It's pretty self-manageable. I could buy more apple saplings. I don't really want to, though. What do I want? Who's Bibby? Oh, they have, like, fancy candelabras. Male cattle, if we wanted, I don't really see a lot that I'm wanting to buy off them. Unless we want a bunny hat. Apparently I have a heretic crown. I can sell that. That's okay. Flawless hoods. Sure, maybe someone will buy it. And I'll even buy the ice blocks, because why not? Large, sturdy wood statue. I'd rather make my own. The kite shield would be kind of nice. Yeah, I'll buy a kite shield. So we're going to have to part with some stuff to be able to afford that. Which is fine. Apparently it doesn't take much. Oh. Wait, is that hit point 65? No, yeah, that's close to tattered. I'll part with that. apart with a bunch of these sturdy bows, and then take... war bows as well, and a warhammer. Buy winter clothes. And then... coins? Good enough. I could make, I'll buy a little bit more. Buy some barley. Oh, I can afford more. I'll buy some beets. Good enough. Is beeswax needed? I mean, I think it makes more sense to, like, just start beekeeping before going for beeswax. But, like, yeah, it has some uses. So, beekeeping gives you, gold, honey, and malleable wax, and wax can be used for nicer candelabra furniture. So candelabra or sconces uses beeswax. So it has its uses, but like our aesthetic is very much like dwarven, not fancy really at all. You know, we have wall and iron, that kind of stuff. So it doesn't really fit the aesthetic, so I'm not too worried about it. What about mead? Yeah, honey into mead, sure. I don't think they were selling honey, though. Just beeswax. I am going to high priority haul everything. Just we have a lot of stuff rotting out here now. Including crops. So I'd like to bring it inside. Well, mead would be good. Oh, GMT is upset again. Maybe we should buy a pacifier for her. Because she's a big baby. All right. Yeah, I'm going to move this now. I'm ready to move that. So we'll put the nicer research table there. Space already occupied. I don't think it is. And then the lesser research table on the other side. Leaving the back of the room very open for like the best research table. Oh, no, it is occupied. There's a brazier there. Or will be. So I'm going to remove the brazier so that we can move the table. I'll put the brazier somewhere else. So the room is quite a mess at the moment, but once with all the high priority hauling that we have, it will get cleaned up. And then Rager's our constructor, so I'll take him off of hauling so we can construct. Have I widened the pantry? I'm going to do the library first, and then probably do that because it's kind of necessary. Although, with that said, making all the animal fodder, maybe it won't be because we're using up a lot of the meals for fodder. I could be wrong about that. But we do officially have a library now. This is a library, so its designations give extra production speed. It's pretty sweet. And then the other thing that we're going to want to do in this library is to eventually move all the bookshelves over. So I'll do 5 on each side. And then I think we can fit wall bookshelves as well and like fit between the corridors. I hope. We probably need to cut down some more trees for that, but no, we have actually a pretty good amount of wood. cut a few more trees. We're likely to use up most of our wood. Build a big old library. So then the shelves here have a very high priority. The floor in the infirmary, I'm going to lower to... Actually, you know what? I am going to clear it, so we actually move the books. And then we'll get all the books stored on the shelves in this new library. If we have beekeeping, can we save on wood usage? We could. However, if I wanted to save on fuel sources, I could just as easily mine coal. I just haven't bothered. Because when you cut down a tree, you get wood and sticks, and you can use the sticks as fuel. Which don't have a use other than fuel for the most part. I mean, there's a few things you could do with sticks, but not much. So if I wanted to really save on fuel, I could just go boom, boom. And now we only burn sticks in our braziers. And the braziers are 99% of our fuel use for the most part. Like, apart from the kitchen and a few torches. You can already see the books being lined in there. In fact, the infirmary looks empty. So very soon, as soon as we get Research 3 and Chemistry, we'll have an infirmary. And then we'll have every possible specialized room in the keep. Which is maybe a good ending point for quite the marathon. Little sad that, you know, there's still stuff left in the research tree, but can't be perfect. So to cover the things that we probably won't get to is the stronger armors. A lot of decoration stuff, like tapestries, rugs, and then mounted heads. So if we killed like a bear or something. Silvering would be wall mirrors, some weapons, and nicer crossbows. The stone and wood carving would have been really cool, especially stone carving, to put in wall reliefs and large statues. And beekeeping. That's about it. So, with that in mind, it would be best if Liara went back to research. Or maybe... Yeah, Liara will go back to research. And then GMT, you get to toil in the soil. Not Smith. VW, you can Smith. And the high priority hulling, probably... Oh, wow, the bedrooms haven't even been cleared out. I am surprised. They're hauling away the stuff that's in the library already, but the bedrooms are still just chock full of garbage. They're clearing it now, though. I see them working on that backlog. Which is a lot of stuff. It's definitely one of those games where you, like, exploit a ton of resources and then you're just totally encumbered by the quantity of resources that you exploit. Man, the insulation properties of this room are great. Raise the temperature of the room by like 20 degrees by just adding a one tiny little, well, it's not tiny, but one little brazier. Pretty sweet. Okay, apart from that oak sapling in Princess's room, the rooms are pretty swept clean. And the library looks pretty library-like, with our collection of chronicles, textbooks, and theses. Wait, what are you? Oh, you're making bricks. Lara, I'm pretty sure I put you on research. Oh, yeah. I moved the tables, the production facilities, and they don't have a queue now. So for that, I need 30 and 30. Okay. Dylan 2, we have 30. And Dylan 2 and 30. Oops. I feel like this is... Yep. It's one of those situations where our traps keep making corpses, which keep making triggering the traps, which keep... It's a perpetuating cycle here, it seems, where we have corpses that attract animals, which makes more corpses that attract more animals. Yeah. I guess we can very easily hunt this way. Albeit, maybe not on purpose. If we really wanted to hunt that way, we could just put a corpse here and, like, lure the animals. That might be a good way to, like, get rid of all the predators, in fact. Because maybe you guys are wondering if that is a valid option, I will move this trap to here. Oh god, there's another corpse. And see if that works. See if we can't just, like, make... Yeah, that one just got hurt too. They keep snapping the traps, and I am making bank. So I really do think that this would be a very effective way. Corpse bait. A very effective way to hunt. Now, is that priority higher than this priority? Yes, it is. Oh god, do we have a lot of booze. Stop it! The whole stockpile is just a big pile of booze. Yeah, that might be a really good way to get rid of all the meat-eating predators. Just, like, bait them through, like, a corridor of traps. There is a bit of a risk to your own people, like, tripping the traps, but as long as they don't fatally die when they trip the traps, it works. It's weird, but it works. Everyone's gonna have fox fur winter clothing. Yeah, you're right. We're gonna be looking so fly and fancy. I might need a fresh corpse to put there, though. Sorry, dear. Scumdog and GMT have the same birthday. 48 days in a year, and of our 8 people, 2 share a birthday. Isn't it, like, statistically, in a group of, like, 22 people, 2 people will share a birthday or something like that? I forget that logistical logic puzzle. But I think it's something like that. You would think it would be like 180, but smarter people than I have proved that to be false. Which is neat. Another thing to set up before it gets colder is the ice boxes. So that we can make ice to cool down our fridge. Where were they again? Here they are. Well, I guess we're smelting on one side, so we'll be melting on the other. That's right. It's the opposite of melting. Whatever. You didn't correct me, so I thank you. So the game is intelligent enough, I think, don't quote me on this, that like during the winter, no one cares to buy ice, and during the summer, it's a commodity. I believe is true. I think there are like the concept of seasonal commodities like that. Or at least that's what I've noticed anecdotally, is like anytime there was a merchant opportunity to buy ice during the summer, the price was high, and during the winter, like it was like one price, or you know, it was, they didn't want to spend a dime on it essentially. Thank you for tuning in to Going Medieval, which originally streamed live on Twitch December 23rd and December 24th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind that this episode was cut from a live stream marathon, and all the content has already been recorded, so changes cannot be made. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams, and a link to that can be found in the description of this video, and also a link to Discord if you would like to join my online gaming community. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and everyone that turned out to the live stream, and also viewers like you that made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow restitutionists and oak brethren.